Oh, what?
Hi, Ren. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm getting very much the Joker vibes off of this, right? But he's leaning into this. This is my second reaction to Ren. But he leans in on his mental state of being, right? And it's nice to dive deep into somebody's psyche. And if you could do that through the music and you could do it effectively, kudos to you.
With your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Yo, the man's ability, I don't know if he makes his own beats or however, but like, kudos. It's just an experience all on its own, right? It's an experience all on its own. And then when you pair it with like the deep subject matter, a lot of people don't know this. Like just based on what she was talking about and how your mind can mentally make your mental can make your physical body sick, it's definitely true.
Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Making you sick. It's making you sick. Making you sick. Making you sick. Woo! Having the kids in the background doing their thing is like, that's sick. No pun intended. Like, yo! And the pig and the little flashes, right? I'm really curious where he going with this. Hearing him like...
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, stem cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show.
Now, look, I can feel that, right? I don't know how many of you've been on medications, especially when it comes to like mental health issues. I used to take Seroquel back in the day. I had like a lot of violent, angry tendencies, and I used to lash out and hurt people and do all kind of, But I was on Seroquel for like a high dose of Seroquel at one point, right? And the side effects would make you drowsy, sleepy, tired. You feel like you don't have any energy. I mean, a whole host of things. And it affects people differently, right? But you can also see the fact that it's incorporated. Like, what happens when the thing that's supposed to make you feel better makes you feel worse? What do you do then? That's a tough place to be in. I think that Ren is definitely showing that through his lyrics. But also, I'm vibing with the bars.
See how you're doing in another week or so. You'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show. Derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process. Walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication. Inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation. Building up a toleration. Drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown. I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. I've been screaming.
I feel like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. Metaphorically, literally, I think that he is actually, like, for the average person who's just going about their day-to-day lives and they're experiencing what most people would consider to be normal, it may seem foreign to those people exactly what a person dealing with serious mental health issues is going through, because what we perceive is mostly here, if not 100% here. Anything that you construct your reality around is going to be processed through the filters, your eyes, your taste, your smell, your touch, and, all of those things. But how you register it, if you process it differently than other people process it, you're actually inhabiting a different reality. Now, we could talk about truth versus non-truth, and there is a truth of reality. There's an objective truth that we can be concerned with. But to a person who cannot experience objective truth, their truth, or what we would consider to be objectively, is totally different. And try having a conversation with somebody who's experiencing a different truth than you are. Not because they're like choosing to, but because every tool that we have in our arsenal to perceive reality is processing it differently than the average person. And it can really, really have major consequences to how a person interacts with the rest of the world.
Drown, sucker, drown, sucker, drown. I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound. I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact
Yo, okay. He's seeing, like I said, like we're seeing her, but like you're getting a peek into his mind. You're seeing exactly how distorted things can be. And while she's sitting there as a normal woman, you know, having this conversation with him, she's phasing in and out of being some maniac clown who's out to get him and covered in blood, you know? And I guess this is a callback to other things.
Ren.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out.
Bro, the music is a voice. The music is a voice. The music is taking you on a journey with him. Immerse yourself. Get you some good headphones and just like close your eyes and follow along with the song. And I can guarantee you it will even change your experience. Now, I can't do that necessarily because I'm doing a reaction video. But with that being said, I will be doing it later.
Some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's it. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit.
Oh my God, science tells us suicide, but still we commit. See, he said that. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick, right? Like, that's about the perception that I was speaking about earlier, right? What if? Like, the question is always if. What if the person that's mentally unstable is seeing things that we don't have access to? There's always a level that you can ask yourself this. Like, if you want to get under the philosophical tone of it, right? And you try to perceive reality for what it is, we don't necessarily have access to the way things necessarily are. We are geared towards survival. And the way our bodies and minds work is to be optimal for the best survival methods, right? Which means that there's an underlying world that we're not evolved to actually deal with or wrestle with. But maybe it's possible that some people can tap into something that's deeper. You know, the colors that we see are not necessarily the colors that they are. Objects don't really have color. They reflect light off of themselves and into our eyes, and we perceive it to be a certain color. You know, given how you would rearrange atoms in the brain or perception, you can have access to seeing things about reality that the average person doesn't have access to. Now, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying that that's something that you have to contend with. And I think that Ren is making us wrestle with that.
We destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are sick. We are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus. You're the virus, hypocrite.
Okay, all right. Like, it's a lot to unpack here, right? But like, humans themselves are very terraforming species. We take our environment and we mold it and shape it to suit our needs, regardless of the outcome that it may have on the planet. In a way, we are parasites. Now, I know a lot of people may not be hip to using that term parasite, but we do feed off the planet and we alter it in such a way that makes it unrecognizable. That's what a parasite can do to a host. The earth is our host and we are the parasite. And there's a thin line between madness and genius. And a lot of times what we notice with the people who are like on that borderline of madness, they can be very like hip or very in tune with how things really are. And sometimes seeing reality in such a realistic way, without all the filters that we constantly bombard our brains with in order to cope with reality, if you remove those barriers, then that person can literally seem mad. And I think that's what, like, with the Joker, like I brought up earlier with Batman, like some people will argue that the Joker is not insane, he's super sane. And to us, it looks insane.
Of progress, we jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick boy, looking for a fix, boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick, boy. Record label meetings, the commodify your gift, boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy?
Oh boy, that's priceless, right? Like, okay, they're gonna offer, like, in order for you to be able to function as what we consider to be a normal human being or a person in society that's a productive citizen, you have to conform to a certain mold that the rest of society places on you. And when you don't, something's considered wrong with you, right? And in a way, we can exploit that because people who are not necessarily fitting that mold can come up with outrageous concepts and ideas, and they can be very good at art and creativity. And we, as a way to compensate for that, we seduce them with money and riches. If only they would get behind the system and use their creativity and their artistic ways of, like, getting the rest of us to fall in line.
Boy, looking for a fix, boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick, boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift, boy. Why you so upset?
Don't you wanna be a rich boy?
Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke.
Yo, I'm vibing with that, yo. Like, independent, doing his own thing, making the thing happen. And now we live in a day and age where you don't need the gatekeepers. You don't need them. And now the artist is free to really explore. And I think that Ren is really doing a good job at showing that. He's exploring the craziness, the outrageousness, and he's being him. He's free to express himself without the constraints of other people trying to make him conform to what we consider to be popular or mainstream.
On a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told.
Yep.
Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain?
Yeah, okay. Speaking to a deeper truth, parasitic. So, in a way, this song is not about him being sick. The song is about all of us being the sickness.
And I'm bleeding myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Shout out, that was it. He reminds me of the guy that plays the Peaky Blinder guy. The guy that plays Thomas Shelby, I believe. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed that reaction. I hope y'all enjoyed that song with me. If y'all did, let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed it. I'm going to give a Hobby Lobby ranking. But before I do that, I just want to remind you that if you're watching this for the first time and you want to subscribe to the channel, shows your support, hit the like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And also share this with somebody you think will enjoy the Ren reaction as much as you did. With that being said, try to support the channel as much as you can because I don't necessarily monetize all of these videos. So I really depend on my audience to help keep me going. Now, let's get into the actual ranking of the song. When it came to the bars, everybody, gotta say it twice, right? I think that he took me on a roller coaster. I think lyrically it was a complex song. It wasn't too long, and it definitely hit on some points that make you really have your brain rattled. And my brain was definitely rattled because I can resonate with what he's saying, and these are type of thoughts that I have all of the time. So it touched me in a different place, so I do have a little slight bias. With that being said, I'm giving that one a 14 out of 10. I think he really broke the scale. 14 broke the scale. When it came to the visuals, I thought he did great with the very minimum that he had. I love the whole swapping out the lady with the pig and like the blood splat and just the back and forth and the transitions were amazing. I think it did a great job writing with the beat as well, and it really got you to look in the mirror like he was, and it put you in that room. I think he did a great job. I'm gonna give him a 12 out of 10 on that with the visuals. When it came to the beat, this beat was just, it was a work of art. I think it was a work of art. It was just as important and just as valuable as the visuals and the actual bars. 15 out of 10 for me. Broke the scale for me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Overall ranking for this song, I'm going to give this one a 14 out of 10 for Sick Boy. Kudos to Ren for this one. And like I said, peace and glory. Like I always say, be peaceful, everybody, and be great. Until next time, I'm out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more. If you would like to get access to exclusive content, consider becoming a member or a patron at patreon.com/thehobby lobby. You can also continue the conversation by joining the Hobby Lobby Discord. You can find all the links in the description below.